Daniels offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, came to win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Daniels setting up the play action. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Jacobs running behind center. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Ready?
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At the end of the year, you look at the stats and you realize these fullbacks don't get a lot of touches. But the best of them, when they do get their chances, oh, they execute.
Daniels from the pistol. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And they take him down right along the 30. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Daniels. This is hauled in by Samuel. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Daniels now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. And that's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You want to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, get that first down anyway.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Let's go now. Go.
Play fake here. Daniels. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
Okay, ready?
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's going to be stopped on 3rd and goal. So a big choice to make now on 4th down. Let's see how this penalty flag affects things. So the flag has declined, and now, Brock, they've got to figure out what they want to do on 4th and goal. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Get up. Ready.
And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Dory Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Drive starts with an option, right side. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And a couple of teams. It's combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He's brought down at the 37.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. The Commanders have an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Brought in right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's the line he's going to run for it. Their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's another First and 10.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he's in position to lead the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Throwing now, Daniels has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Completes a DK Metcalf. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
To throw, Daniels. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
He's going for it himself. And he has this down to the 34. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Here we go. Set. Stretch the eagle. Stretch the eagle. Ready.
On first down, here's Daniels. Trying for the touchdown. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10.
Red. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Daniels back to throw. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Okay,
So
great.
after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Ready. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. They pick up 14 yards on that one. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. took his shot at 6 that time. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage in the window.
He's made up high, and the ball comes out. And Washington finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown! The Commanders picked up the fumble and ran it home. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. First call here coming from the shotgun. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Hurts on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Here comes the final play of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he stepped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it once again. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Let's get it out wide, complete. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play fake with Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 15 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
That's good for Eagles.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
His return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go.
Daniels on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Washington Commanders first down. A gain of 26
Cowboy
yards.
80.
Daniels from the pistol. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Come on.
Now Daniels off the play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. That's complete. Here's Jones. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss. On now is Matt Gay to try this Commander's field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. They'll take him down after he advances this to about the 43. He gets 16 yards on that play. That drive, they're up near the 45-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. And Hulu there for the tackle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run. But he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down throwing for Hurts. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And the defense getting a little revenge after that last play, huh? This time, they don't even let him get back to the line. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have. Working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Shoots away from one. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting 2nd right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Daniels now on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The big play nets him 17 yards. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completes this one to Kraft. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And you have to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look.
And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 24, Eagles 20.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. He dodged the tackle. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles losing by 4. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing here, Hurts. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Setting up to pass. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll send him over right. He'll look to throw it. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's taken down at the 30. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
For the Eagles, first down.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings. Here he is to throw. He's got Smith again. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. On first down, Hurts has it in close. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown. Now, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders set to take over. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. 2nd down and 10. Daniels. Connecting on a slant. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Daniels setting up the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go, here we go. Pack the 60, pack the 60. 19 Wyatt.
Here he is to throw. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down. Washington calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Come on, come on. Hit. Top low, 18. Cut 19. Cut 19. 60 Bobcat. Go.
To throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And they don't get the kickoff, and that's going to back them up 5 yards.
Delay of game.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down.
Cowboy 80. 18, 5 in. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. And the Eagles make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. Well, we talked about it throughout this contest, Brock. They were already into the playoffs when this one kicked off, but now they're going in with a little extra momentum.
Yeah, momentum, confidence, belief, whatever you want to throw into the kind of that recipe. The bottom line, you want to be playing your best football when it matters the most, and they did today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visitor's sideline, Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon. His guys pulled off the massive upset over the 2 seed a week ago. Now trying to take it a step further here in the divisional round. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys fresh coming off the bye, ready to prove they are the team to beat in the conference. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. Oh, what a move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be let out by their second-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
The
defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Daniels looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to the right or the left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On fourth down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal.
49-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
First carry for James Conner. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34.
Play fake. Murray finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 8.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Conner. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Conner is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Conner on the toss left side. And the D not really much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
The extra point is
Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a Commanders first down.
Now Daniels. This one swung out here to Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
19 strikes, 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Sinnott, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Another Washington first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
15-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Aaron Jones, 14 yards. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. The extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Cardinals 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. Murray going to throw. That pass completed to Dortch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he overshot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line.
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If you don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
That's good.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by your big fellas up front.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar nice. Trap 50. Trap 50.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got it. Touchdown. Noah Brown from 8 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gay is on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
Ready? 60 Bison, 60, 19 Lions. Ready?
To throw from his end zone, Daniels.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
To throw from his end zone, Daniels. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive.
Get it. 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Working out of the gun, Daniels. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Back to throw. Daniels.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. Well, they've been searching a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st down.
Jacobs is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And now he's is caught. Touchdown. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So when your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Cowboy 80.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are right back.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 5.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on E!
The playoffs are in full swing as Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He's got a gain of 6 there. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Go and run again with Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose bursts. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. This is ahead for about 5. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Nice little gain on the ground.
They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. So 2nd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one break.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Cougar 19.
3rd and long for him here. He's got it inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. Daniels from the pistol. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Give to Jacobs from the pistol. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
On first down, here's Daniels. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
10 yards.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
At the Eagles' 49-yard line.
Jacobs running behind center. And they'll get him down after he gets it to the 48. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, they take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Daniels back to throw. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
It's a gain of 2.
With that down and distance, this group is pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New set of downs from 37.
Let's get
Running Waiting on first here with Jacobs. He has room past the 25. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little game, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
Jacobs. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Fullback try the power and the cross. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces third and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a third down. It's your own one. Yikes.
Third and goal, one of the biggest moments of this NFC title game. They'll run with Jones. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I would give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, Scott. 70 Timberwolves.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they stop him. No touchdown. No first down. That's a turnover on down near the end zone.
Ready up. Warriors, 70.
Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to throw it. Look at that power, deep left side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commander offense. First to begin quarter number 3. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, it feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3.
19, 18, run, 8, go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And the do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Here's Daniels. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. On now is Matt Gay to try this Commander's field goal. From the right hash, 52 yards out.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Running a screen now for Jones. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Daniels now. Finds his man, it's Crab. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Formation for the Commanders.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 20.
Ready.
Now a toss to Jacobs, headed left. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Daniels setting up the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. One of the biggest moments of this NFC title game. Jacobs trying to run his way in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Only 1 yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal from the 2.
It's now 4th and goal.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Shut up. Not 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced drop.
Ready, break.
Here he is to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Setting up to pass. Connects on the crosser. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be second down.
Let's go now. 18, gotta be live.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him on the slant. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders have taken the lead late. Score this as a win for the Commanders. They are your NFC champions, Brock. What a mix of emotions out there right now, right? Happiness to have made it, but also remembering this isn't the ultimate prize. There's a far more important game still to come.
Yeah, and I think maybe they think about that tomorrow. Kind of like these baseball teams do such a great job, Kate, of celebrating every series win.
Yeah.
You're going to celebrate this, and these guys are going to enjoy the heck out of it with their families and friends, and then they'll wake up tomorrow, and they'll remember there's still a lot of work ahead for the biggest trophy of all.